Hi children, today we are going to discuss about detailed explanation of e-counseling. So in this video, we're gonna cover how to fill the details regarding e-counseling and how the seats will be allocated and what are the choices you need to keep for getting admission into Sainik schools, how many schools you can keep the option as, and what you need to do after you got the confirmation about your allotment of seat, and what if you are not satisfied with the allocation of seat, what are the options. Okay, so first let's check this details clearly. So first let's check google.com. So in this I'm going to check the official site AISSEE, All India Sainik School entrance exam. So in this official site, we can see the first result, aissee.nta.nic.in. So as we got the result from this website, and every updation or every public notices, everything will be uploaded in this official website. And even we check the result in this website, right? So now, in this, if you can see this press release of AISSEE 2023. In this particular press release, they mentioned how many students have written the exam, how many students qualified for the exam, and how many schools are participating for giving the admission for class 6 and class 9, like that. So if you go down to this document of this, you can see clearly in this last sentence, candidates are required to register themselves at this particular link of for e-counseling, because once after getting the result, the next step we need to proceed is e-counseling, which is very much helpful for getting admission, right? So if we click this particular link, it will redirect you to the e-counseling website. You can see that it's taking you to All India Sainik Schools admission counseling. In this particular website, okay, of course this becomes active on or after March 6th. Okay, so in this particular website you can see clearly candidate activities. Here they mention clearly that registration and choice filling for the candidates will commence on March 6th. Okay, but you need to keep on checking this portal. So okay, but the link hasn't been activated. But if you observe the top right corner, notices, in this particular notices option, they mention few guidelines and steps for filling the details in e-counseling link. So if you check this latest instructions, at the top right corner notices is there. Under that notices option, you can check this latest instructions. In this latest instructions, if you observe this fourth one, instructions to candidates for sign up, registration and choice filling for round 1. Okay, so in this particular document they mention clear cut steps and the guidelines you need to follow while filling for e-counseling. Let's see in that. If you click this particular one, there will be a file downloaded. Okay, that file is a PD, that file will be in the PDF format. So if you open that particular file which is downloaded, you can observe clearly that instructions to the candidates, okay, for sign up, registration and choice filling for the round 1 on All India Sainik Schools admission counseling 2023. So in this particular document, there are many details which are being very helpful for filling e-counseling link. So the starting part, these are all guidelines, but I'll explain you this with a clear-cut screenshots, how the link will be there, what are the details will be in the link, what do we need to fill, everything. Okay, so let's check that. So the first one, once after that link is active, because that link will be becoming active on March 6th. So once after the link is becoming active, the first thing you need to do is, you can see this All India application number. Okay, All India Sainik School entrance examination application number. So in this field, okay, in this particular field, you just need to enter your application number, which is being given to you, right? When you uploaded your details, when you submitted the application form, right? So over there, there is an application number generated, right? So in that application number, you need to enter here. Okay, once after the application number is entered, you just need to click verify option. So once the verify option is done, okay, clicking on entering the verify option, then it shows that your application number is verified. Okay, this is just to validate your application number, whether it's correct or not, or whether it's uploaded or not. Okay, so once you got the verification message, the next step is you just need to open this. I mean, automatically the registration will start. Okay, once the verification is done, it will show that application number verified. Okay, okay, this is the first step. You need to verify the application number. Once after the verification is done, you just need to start the new registration. What is this new registration? Okay, because this is the first time you are entering for this e-counseling, right? So whenever the e-counseling becomes active, the first thing you need to do is enter your application number, click verify, then it will show that the application number is verified. Okay, now you need to do registration of your details, right? So what are the things you need to fill in application of new registration? Okay, so in this new registration, you need to enter your application number, and below that you need to enter your email ID, okay, and then your mobile number, which is registered while filling your application. Okay, don't change the mobile number. Whatever the mobile number you gave while uploading, while submitting your application form, okay, the same mobile number you need to give, because once if you give that mobile number, you'll be getting an OTP, right? So that particular OTP will be entered in this below one. Okay, enter OTP option is there, no? So that will enter the OTP and we'll click verify. Okay, once if you click the verify of OTP is done, then you need to go for the next one. You can keep the password, set password, reconfirm password. So whatever the kind of a password you want to keep, like the numbers, it can be class 1, 2, 3. Okay, whatever, if you want to write your name, write your mobile number, something like that, you keep the password. And once if you click, enter the password details, everything, and click this submit. Okay, in this particular submit option is done. Okay, then you'll be proceeding to the next step. What is that? Your sign up successful. Okay, so whatever the details you entered, your application number, okay, your email ID and your mobile number, and after the verification of mobile number is done, you'll be getting a OTP. After getting an OTP, you'll click verify OTP. Then you keep a password. Once you'll submit it. Okay, when you click submit, you'll be getting a message like this: sign up successful. Please sign and confirm registration. You'll click OK. Okay, now you'll be getting this one. You can see that clearly on the top right corner. Okay, under the top right corner, we have a sign in option, right? On this top right corner, sign in. So if you click that sign in option, you'll be getting a page like this: username, password. So what are this username, password means? Username is nothing but whatever the application number you entered, right? That is your username, and the password which you kept, the class 1, 2, 3, or your name or your mobile number, which I told just now, right? So that particular password you'll enter, and your application number is your username. Okay. So once after entering those username and password, okay, you'll click sign in. You'll click sign in. So once after username is nothing but your application number and your password which you set while registration of e-counseling. Both of the details after they are entered, you need to click sign in. So once after the sign in is clicked, you'll be getting a page like this: declaration. Okay, declaration means you're just accepting to the guidelines of All India Sainik School entrance examination, which is conducted by NTA. Okay, so that you can see clearly. In this declaration, you can observe the top right corner contains your name like this. See, if you can see this page: welcome Varun Kumar. Welcome Varun Kumar. So in this particular page, you need to click agree. I agree. So once if you click this agree option, then it takes you to the next page. Once after you click the agree, it will show like this: please read SOP. Okay, please read SOP. So this is all about the guidelines which you have in this. Okay, you just need to read the SOP thing. Okay, so once after this, the agree option is done, you'll be getting a page like this: all your details here, like your name, date of birth, which reservation, like OBC or general category, whatever, SC, ST, everything, the mother's name, how many marks you got, every detail of you will be shown here because you have logged into your profile. So all your details, including the marks, reservation, everything will be displayed in this my profile option. Okay. Once you accept this agree option, okay, when you click this I agree, automatically it will show my profile. Okay. Now, once after you checking this my profile option, check your details carefully. Okay. And check this domicile. You need to verify these credentials clearly. The gender and the domicile. Domicile means the one, the state which you belong to. Change if there is any wrong in that. Okay. If there is a change in your domicile, correct it and then click submit and review. Submit and review. Okay. So once if you correct all that, you'll be getting a page like this. Click this declaration option. Okay. And then confirm registration. You'll be clicking this confirm registration. Okay. Once after you click this confirm registration, then it will automatically show a message like this. Are you sure you want to confirm the registration? Because this is all required to just recheck your details, whether they are correct or not. That's why the domicile and the category, everything will be shown, whatever the profile section is given. So once if you are sure about all your details, if you click this confirm registration, it will say, are you sure you want to confirm registration? If you click OK, then your final submission will be done. Okay, then your final submission is done. Now, if you can see this page in the left side corner, we can see the options. My profile, choice filling, candidate result, right? My profile, choice filling, candidate result. So in this my profile, whatever the profile details, everything, marks, category, domicile, everything will be shown. Okay, in that my profile option. Now if you look at this particular thing, once after the registration is done, your profile will be shown. Then in that particular profile, every detail will be there, including your marks, category, and domicile. Everything will be there. Okay, you just need to recheck and correct them if needed. Okay, mostly it will be 98%. Every detail will be correct according to the application form which you submitted. Okay, if there is any particular change, you just correct it. Now, how? If you can look at this my profile, choice filling, candidate result. If you click that choice filling thing, okay, in that particular choice filling is there, you have a different option. Okay, it will be completely a new thing. This is the most important thing. You need to be careful and concentrate. So in this particular choice filling, the choice filling is all about, anyways, while submission of your application form, you'll have an option to choose which school. Like if you want to choose some Kanekiri or some other school, if you want to choose particularly a school, you'll keep it while submission of application form. But now in this e-counseling, you can give the preference to the other schools also. Of course, the school which you have opted in your application form, that is your first priority. Okay. But later on after that, you can choose for other schools. Okay. That will be done in this choice filling. Okay. So if you click the choice filling, you'll be getting a page like this. Okay. Sainik Schools, NSS 40% route, NSS 60% route. Okay. What is this NSS? NSS is nothing but New Sainik Schools. Okay. As I mentioned before, this New Sainik Schools are private Sainik Schools. NSS is nothing but New Sainik Schools, because in your result, you can see clearly qualified for SS and NSS. Qualified for SS and NSS. SS is nothing but Sainik Schools and NSS is nothing but New Sainik Schools. They are private Sainik Schools. Okay. So you'll be getting a choice filling page like this. In this Sainik School, the first option is in default, because that school is nothing but which you have kept the preference while submission of your application form, right? That's why even if it doesn't fill it, it will show on default like that. That is the school which you submitted or which you kept the preference while submission of your application form. Now, what is the next one? Okay. So this is the page it will be open when you have clicked that choice fill. Now, how to keep your preference? Okay. This is your first preference. Now, if you can see on the top plus symbol, right? This plus symbol helps you to add more schools, to have more schools. Like this, the first preference is given as the one which you submitted an application form, right? So now if I click that plus symbol, you can add more and more schools. You can add more and more schools. If I click that plus symbol, you can give the preference for the next schools like this. Okay. You can add totally extra 9 schools, because for Sainik schools category, total schools you can give the option for 10 schools, because the first one school will be given default, which you did it in the application form. Okay. So remaining 9 schools, you can keep an option, like a preference. Like if the first school you didn't get the admission, then it will go for the second school. If in the second school also you didn't get the admission, it will go to the third school. That is the meaning of the 10 options. 10 options means if the first option, if you doesn't get the admission the first school, then it will go to the second school. Of course, if you got the admission first school, it won't go to the next school. Okay. So same way, if it doesn't get admission in second school also, then it will go for the third school. Like that, it will be checking it orderly, all the 10 options. Okay. Basing on that. Now, and after this 10 options are done, okay, you can rearrange the schools. Okay. This one, this upside arrow, downside arrow. Upside arrow means it will go above place. Downside arrow means it will come below place, like that. You can rearrange the order like 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay. So basing on the order only, the allocation of seats are also will be done. Okay. Now, what is this NSS 40%? What is this NSS 60%? Now, once after this 10 schools are given an option, now NSS 40%, new Sainik schools 40%. So in this, you have a choice of keeping only 5 schools. Okay, NSS 40%, you can keep only 85 schools. Okay, these are all private schools. You can keep the preference according to your option, but you can opt only for 5, not 10 schools. Only Sainik schools will be given 10 options, kind of a thing, 10 choices. But coming to NSS 40%, you can keep only 5 schools. And coming to NSS 60%, only you can keep 1 school. Only you can keep 1 school. Now, below that page, you can see this edit choices. Okay, I mean the log the choices. If you click that log the choices option, okay, once the choices option, I mean, you can see that lock the choices. If you click that log the choices, you'll be getting a message like this. Choice are unlocked successfully. Okay, choices are unlocked successfully. Okay, so this is all about the keeping the choices for the different schools, different schools. So under the Sainik school category, you can keep 10 schools, and NSS 40%, you can keep 5 schools, and NSS 60%, you can keep only 1 school. Okay, these are the choices you can keep in the e-counseling link. Okay, but what is this order? What is this Sainik school? What is this NSS 40%, NSS 60%? How the priority will be given means, let's check that. Okay, in this particular document only, they gave that information also. So I'll tell in detail how the allocation of seats is done for Sainik schools, and then NSS 60%, NSS 40%. Okay, so that is the way the seats are allocated. If you look at this sequence of priority to be followed for allocation of seat in schools, P1 means priority 1 for Sainik schools, priority 2 for new Sainik schools 40%, priority 3 for new Sainik schools 60%. Okay, so as I mentioned, totally 10 schools, but 1 school is already default given. So 9 schools you can opt means like this. See, you have a choice of keeping for all the 3 categories. Government Sainik schools, new Sainik schools 40%, new Sainik schools 60%. Okay, but only thing is priorities. See, in Sainik schools, this is your first priority, right? If it doesn't get admission in Sainik school, government Sainik schools, next priority is new Sainik school 40%. In that also, if it doesn't get any particular seat confirmed, then the next priority will be gone for what? New Sainik school 60%. Okay, this is the order of priority. First, government Sainik schools. Second, new Sainik schools 40% route. New Sainik school 60% route. Okay, what is 40%, 60% means? 40% of the seats will be allocated. So these are all the private schools, right? Only 40% of the seats will be allocated through the e-counseling. Okay, remaining will be, they can be allocating in a different way. And NSS 60%, only 60% of the seats will be allocated. Okay, but this e-counseling option you can keep in a way that this is the first round, right? This is the first round, the e-counseling is happening. What happens if it doesn't get a seat in the first round? Okay, what happens if it doesn't get a seat in the first round? You know what? There is an option of second round also. There is an option of second round, because most of them are not aware of this. If it doesn't get any kind of a seat in the first round, okay, then you'll be getting an option for selection of seats in the second round. So what do we need to do for that? What is the second round? How to get enrolled for that? So look at this. So in this particular option, okay, once the e-counseling becomes active, once this e-counseling becomes active, registration and locking of our choices is also done first round one. If you got the seat, yes, okay, the seat will be allocated, admission is done. If you're not satisfied with the seat allocated, then go for reconsider. Reconsider means you can reapply, okay, reapply for the second round, okay. If you got the seat, of course you didn't get a seat from your required school, okay, you have some expectations to join in that particular school, but you didn't get a seat in that particular school, so you can go for reconsider option. Reconsider option means you can go for this option of round 2, okay, option of round 2, because in round 2 also the same process happens, but the seats will be reduced. For example, if the in the round 1, if there are 60 seats, okay, all the 60 seats may not be filled in round 1, so there'll be leftover seats, right? Those leftover seats will be carried for round 2. That's what they mentioned. Newly added or vacant seats will be given for round 2 choice, okay. In round 2 also same process, okay. If you are satisfied, that is okay, or else if you are not satisfied, there is a possibility of going for round 3, round 4 also, okay. So in round 1, if you are not happy with the seats which are allocated to you, okay, there is an option of going for round 2. There is an option of going for round 2. But here one more important thing you need to understand. What is that means? Let's see. Over here, as we have discussed clearly, in this particular e-counseling page, there is a notices section. In this, you can see guidelines SOP. So in that particular guidelines SOP, standard operating procedure. So what is the standard operating procedure means? In this particular standard operating procedure, they'll be giving details again in this document also, the steps for filling up for e-counseling. So let's see, in this document there is a one important information. What is that means? Okay, in this particular SOP, standard operation procedure, everyone are aware of this, how the seats are allocated. Everyone, I guess, they understood, right? Because basing on the unreserved OBC, SC, ST categories only, the seats will be filled, okay. You can see this new Sainik school option, okay. The total intake for the purpose is divided into 4 categories. What is that? UN for unreserved, OBC category, SC category, ST category, okay. But remember, I guess most of them are having a doubt with this new Sainik school. The defense category people, I mean the defense category reservation also will be considered UN only, unreserved category only, okay. That is an important point you need to follow, okay? You need to keep in mind, okay. So the seat allocation will be done along according to the merit score, the rank card, everything. The score, and the one more thing, the seat allocation will be done separately for boys and girls, because the number of seats for girls are different, right? So the allocation of seats for girls will be done in a different way, okay. So here also the other criteria is about home state, outside the state, okay. That's what HS and OS are for. So first home state people will be given preference, and then the outside state people will be given the preference. That is also one more criteria for getting an allocation of seat, okay. So the most important point which I try to explain you about is, once if you can look at this option available to the candidates after seat allocation. So in this particular thing, you just need to understand one thing. What is that means? Okay, once after round 1, if you got the seat, because once after e-counseling is done, after some 10 days or 2 to 3 weeks max, okay, you'll be getting a confirmation message that your seat has been allocated. So what if you got the message that the seat has been allocated? The first thing you need to understand is, okay, you'll be getting 3 options once you log into your e-counseling account, like with the username and password. You'll be getting these options: accept, reconsider, exit. Accept, reconsider, exit. What is this accept, reconsider, exit means? As I told you, if you are happy with the seat which is allocated to you, you need to click the accept option. Okay, if a candidate accepts the allocated seat, he has to complete the admission formalities like medical cum physical verification will be done according to the time which they mentioned. You'll be getting a confirmation details. Okay. Okay. So that is the option happens when you click the accept option. What if you are not happy with the seat allocated to you? Then you can go for reconsider. Reconsider means you can go for the next round of counseling. Exit means, okay, exit is the option happens if they don't react to the allocated seat. You click on the exit option, okay, then he may not be able to participate in the next counseling like round 2 or whatever the other rounds. Okay, if you click the exit option, you may not be able to. It's simply like you're not interested to join for any of the schools. Accept the admission, reconsider the admission. If you click on exit, you don't want to participate in any of the further counseling. Or else if you doesn't react to all the three options, any of the three options, accept, reconsider, exit. If you haven't checked your emails or if you haven't checked your mobiles, okay, if you didn't get any kind of a message from any kind of a related to All India Sainik School entrance examination, default it will consider it as exit. Exit means you can't participate in the further counseling. Okay, once you click the accepted option, you'll be getting a provisional offer of seat, like your seat has been confirmed. So you just need to come for the medical physical verification of documents, the particular time and the particular place. Everything will be given to you. Okay, but you just need to attend to that particular school on that particular time, so that medical thing and verification of documentation will be done. Okay, that is the most important thing. If you got the confirmation of seat, later on you need to pay that fees and everything. Okay, but in few cases the application, I mean, it can become hold. Why the whole thing happens means, maybe due to medical certificate or medical examination, if there is any kind of an issue, the student profile can become hold. Or if there is any problem with the documents which you submitted, maybe for that also. Because in hold cases, the seat of the school, I mean the seat which has been allocated, it might be blocked or it might be released to the next counseling. Okay, so these are the most important details which you need to be careful in e-counseling. And once after the getting seat from e-counseling, and how to reconsider your options for the next rounds. Okay, so these are the details you need to be very careful. Okay, so hope you all understood the details which we discussed in this particular video. So most important thing is, when the e-counseling becomes active means on or after March 6, and which link becomes active also I have discussed in this particular video. And what are the details you need to, what are the guidelines you need to follow, how to fill up your e-counseling link, that is also I discussed. And what you need to do in e-counseling, what are the schools you need to opt for, how many choices of schools you can keep for government Sainik schools and new private Sainik schools. And once if you lock the choices, you just need to wait for the confirmation of your seats, which might happen within 2 to 3 weeks max. After that, you'll be getting a confirmation whether your seat is allocated or not. The seat is not allocated, you can go for the next counseling. So these are the options. Once if your seat has been confirmed, how you need to proceed for the next step, like medical physical document verification, which will be informed to you through email or a mobile, whatever the confirmation will be sent to you, so that you can proceed for the next step by attending that particular date for medical cum physical document verification and the fees payment later on. Okay, so hope you all enjoyed the video and understood the details clearly. If you have any further doubts, you can please come post it in the comment section, so that we'll get back to you. So we'll post the links and everything on the particular comment section also. So please like, share and subscribe to our channel to get more and more interesting videos. Thank you everyone.